Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. It is Saturday, and I got up super duper early this morning. It was like a quarter after 3, something like that. I went to bed really early last night and I just couldn't lay anymore. So I got up and I baked my chicken legs. I cooked a beef roast and now it's set aside and I have all my vegetables in my pot and we're making a homemade beef vegetable soup today. Sounds really, really good. Sounds like something I need. So I haven't done my breakfast drink yet. I haven't decided if I want to just go ahead and make a couple pieces of bacon and some eggs, something like that, or if I just want to do my fruit drink this morning. So I haven't decided yet. But anyway, we need to talk. We need to talk really seriously. I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Hugs from a distance. Thank you for your subscription. Um, Please share this with like-minded people or people that aren't like-minded, and I'll aggravate the snot out of them. So, what I want to talk about right now is we are looking at a government shutdown. Donald Trump stated in his last presser in the Oval Office that we could be looking for our country closing. So, what has happened is the Speaker of the House has asked um, representatives not to show up on the 29th and 30th, which means that by October 1st, we're going to have a shutdown. Now, if you have not prepared your home or anything like that, I'm just going to go through really quickly and give you some ideas of things you can do, as well as what you can do to try to change the outcome of the election that's coming up. So I'm just going to read through this stuff. First of all, I'm gonna go back to this for just a minute. Our economy is crashing, and Donald Trump is crashing the economy. Now he is wanting to blame Biden, and there is no way that he can say Biden caused anything. I'm so tired of everybody going back and saying the Biden administration is causing this or that. Has nothing to do with Biden's economics. I'm just saying. So you cannot trust any department's information. If you go to the government website and you see a department memo, do not trust it. Um, they're changing the the numbers on everything. So you cannot trust any government agency, whatever they're telling you, whether it's Homeland Security, the education department, the health part of the department, any of it, the Treasury, none. You cannot trust any of the information that's coming out of this administration or regime, which I like to call it. Um, so you're basically going to have to finagle it your own way. My opinion is to go to Midas Touch Network, and every day they do updates on certain things. They bring the receipts, they bring the proof, whether it's what someone said or what they posted or other things. I believe that Midas Touch Network is where we need to go right now. There are other great sources, I get it, but I'm telling you, I get more information from Midas Touch Network than anywhere. So Ben Masalas and his brothers are absolutely phenomenal. Of course, I also like some of the others. Jesse Dollamore. Um, I've had it news with the two ladies, Jen and Pumps. Um, gosh, Tennessee Brando. He is also included with Midas Touch. Um, Rebel H. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. But anyway, there's lots of really good places, but I think Midas Touch Network is the best place to get the sources of information that we need. They work with Canada across the pond, where Midas Touch has got fingers out in all of that. Charlie Angus from Canada, I subscribe to him as well. He has good information as well. So if they do not show up on the 29th and 30th, then October 1st, we're looking at a shutdown. If you're on Social Security or you have, you know, elective surgery, not elective surgeries, but if you have surgeries planned, things can really be screwed up. So right now is a crucial time to prepare. So I would say talk to your doctor, talk to your pediatrician, um, get vaccinated, get your children vaccinated as they were before if you can. Make certain that when you talk to your doctor, you let them know that you do not believe brainworm heroin addict Booby Kennedy um, at all. He's a conspiracy theorist. He's not a scientist. He's not a doctor. He's a conspiracy theorist who is a heroin addict and has a brainworm. Period. He wanted to work with Kamala Harris, but she was like, I don't want him part of my administration, and I don't blame her. But you know what? Trump grabbed him. So now we're in peril with our health department. Just saying. Okay. Um, if you're in a blue state, you're probably going to have a little more luck if you contact your state board of health. Um, if you're in a red state, maybe call a blue state's board of health and see what you can do. And maybe if there's a city closer to you, maybe you can cross the line and get what you need. Just saying. Um, very important. If you are on medications, I always recommend having 3 months supply at a time. Maybe you go your 1 month, 2 months, and on your second month, go ahead and see if you can get your next three. So that way, then you'll be four ahead if your doctor will do that for you. I think that's very important. If you are on assistance, try to shop very wisely. If you have a food pantry in your area, contact them. Maybe even volunteer if you feel bad about taking food from a food pantry and you need it. Maybe you can volunteer with them. That might be something to make it feel a little like you're giving back in order to get what you need. Just an idea. Um, so I'm going to go through this and I'm going to tell you what we need to do as Americans right now to combat this criminal king's regime. We need to protest. We need to boycott. And when I say boycott, Disney and all of the other companies that are bending the knee to the criminal king, as well as taking DEI away from their programs. Whoever has bent the knee, please boycott them. Here's another thing that I want to say. Also, email and write those companies how disgusted you are with them. That is another way to do that. So you also want to email and call your representatives constantly. Constantly, when you hear something that you don't like, call them, complain, tell them what you feel, tell them what you think is important, what is important to you for that representative to represent you with. Because the Democrats right now are doing their absolute best to fight as much as they can. But I'm going to tell you something. There's a few in the Senate and a few in Congress that need to be replaced with a better Democrat. I'm just saying. Okay, donating to Democrat causes, um, if you can't afford it, don't do it. But there, if you want to work with them, volunteer at registry, vote registers, get people registered. If you can't afford to donate, then volunteer. Maybe that's something that would be up your alley. You know, a lot of people have pride. Well, I don't want to do this because I can't afford it. Or I feel like I'm taking from someone else if I do this, even though you may need it, then volunteer. That's a way to do it. Okay. Make close relationships with like minded people in your community, as well as when you do that, go and talk to people that may not have a like mind, but are losing things due to this administration regime and explain to them we need to vote and vote Democrat all the way down the line. We want to try to get Republicans out of any kind of power position that we can. Okay. So make a community within your community. Talk, strategize, maybe even pull groceries together, which means, like, say, um, pork loins are on sale one week. Everybody put their money together, buy a bunch of the pork loins, divide them up, and everybody gets some. I mean, if that grocery shopping, If you watch me, you're going to know how I grocery shop. I buy clearance, reduced first, what's on sale second, and then what has a coupon that makes it its lowest price. And I do weekly shopping. I will absolutely recommend weekly shopping over monthly shopping, especially if you're on a fixed income, because the meat and the produce changes, the events change, products go on sale that weren't on sale the week before or won't be on sale the week after. That's how I do it. It's very simple. I know that my savings this year from Kroger and JC, the Kroger affiliate, together are almost at $4,000 for the year. And that doesn't include what I buy that's on reduced or clearance because those don't count. Okay. Um, what else? Talk to your doctors about your vaccinations. Talk to your pediatricians about your children's vaccinations. Try to get on the same type of schedule that they recommended before brainworm, heroin addict Booby Kennedy came in. Just saying. Talk to your school board. Call your school and find out if they are cutting lunch programs, if they're cutting anything. Okay, so I would recommend stocking your pantries. Do Make sure you have food and meat in your freezers, frozen vegetables, so on and so forth. Right now, what I'm doing is collecting vegetables and I'm freezing them because I like fresh, frozen, or canned is my last. You need to get your canned food when it's on sale. Um, Pets. Make sure your pets are vaccinated. I don't think they're going to change any pet vaccinations, but please follow your rabies situation. I have one person who came into one of my videos and was all crazy about rabies vaccinations. So I had to ban that person. If you haven't watched Cujo, that's exactly what could happen. Well, not exactly, but good gracious. Okay, your medicines, I think I already said 3 months ahead. Make sure that your medicine cabinets are stocked. Your first aid is stocked. You have water. Make sure you have livestock food. And since we're going into winter, just go ahead and do a little extra more than maybe you do for your winter preparations. I also recommend people to watch Doomsday Preppers, even if you sit and laugh at these people because their ideas are just crazy or off the charts. It might spark something that you can do in your home and with your household and your family that may help you out in any situation that could arise during this regime. Um, I recommend City Prepper. He is absolutely phenomenal. He is a very good prepping channel. I recommend him. And that's the only one I'm going to recommend today is City Prepper. I tried to go through all of this really quickly because I do have my vegetable soup on the stove and I kind of want to keep an eye on it. And I need to get a few more things done this morning. So y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Thank you for subscribing. Subscribe, like, and share, please, so we can get this community going. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Bye, y'all.